Hi everybody, welcome back to a new video. It's been a few days since we last looked at AMC stock, but things have been fantastic. Look at the prices of AMC stock, it's above $50, even if it is only above by 15 cents. Things are moving in a tremendously good way, and we are heading potentially for big things in the next few weeks. All of that and more is coming up in this video. I'm going to be sharing all of my thoughts and opinions and doing a quick technical analysis with you guys, and again sharing some data which you may enjoy. If it sounds good, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to this here YouTube channel because we talk about AMC quite often. Again, share this video with your friends and family and all that kind of good stuff, but do remember it is not financial advice, it's nothing more than my personal opinion. Now we're going to jump into the video and look at AMC and the data that we do have. Let's start off over here on Stonko Tracker. Now we have a lot of good stuff to talk about here immediately, but you can see straight away that we have calls in the money. Number is almost 93,000. That is fantastic. And again, a lot of people think that going forwards, things like this is very positive. Again, we wanted AMC to close above the $50 mark so that we could have all those calls in the money, and subsequently we actually have closed with a lot of calls in the money. Now let's look at the ratio that we are seeing for September the 10th, which was Friday. We are seeing that actually we have 92,000 calls in the money. We have 132,000 calls out of the money. So unfortunately, a lot of people have bought out of the money calls again, and we are seeing a lot of these calls being out of the money. But one thing that we are seeing as well is actually quite a few puts being in the money. A lot of these puts are out of the money. We only have 3,000 puts in the money with 128,000 puts out of the money. So we have a lot more calls in the money than puts in the money, and that's good just to start us off with. So I'm very happy with what we have seen here. And again, a lot of people think that these options could potentially trigger a gamma squeeze going forwards. It is absolutely possible. Again, we are seeing a lot of calls in the money because we finished above 50, and it is going to be hard to say what's going to happen into next week because we have seen milestones that we've met time and time again, things which were supposed to make us take off time and time again, but sometimes it does not happen. Ultimately, it doesn't really matter in the short term. Again, I think most people are comfortable holding AMC to the midterm right now, perhaps even the long term, because we know what is on the table with AMC. This is not just like buying a stock and waiting for a 5-10% year return. We are seeing big numbers already on the 1 year chart, and obviously going forwards into the next few weeks and months and even potentially years, we expect to see more and more huge numbers going forward. So people are not scared, people are willing to hold for life-changing money, and the longer this happens, the longer this goes on for, the more people are hardened to the tactics and the more people buy AMC and hold AMC for as long as it takes. We have a very strong team of apes now, and I'm happy to say that. Anyway, let's move on now to look at the shares available to borrow for the time being. We are seeing 250,000. Now, don't get me wrong, this data is coming from Stonko Tracker. Now, this data is not necessarily 100% accurate as it only tracks certain areas. Again, there are other areas in the market where shares perhaps are available to borrow, but this is just what we are seeing here, and it does give us a rough guide, but again, it isn't 100% accurate. So good things we are seeing when it comes to calls in the money expiring September the 10th. I'm very happy with what we have seen. It definitely does put us on a good foot going forwards into next week. Now let's have a look at the price action that we have been seeing and then do a quick technical analysis and give a few of my thoughts and opinions. We're going to start off on the very simple charts just so it's very easy for everybody to understand what is going on, and we can see on the 1 day, which was Friday, AMC up by about 3.38%. Now this is particularly good because when we look over here to the few indices that we have, S&P 500 is in the red, Dow Jones is in the red, and the Nasdaq is in the red, and even the Russell 2000 is in the red. So clearly AMC is outperforming the market, but that's nothing that is coming as a surprise to anybody. The past 5 days has been very bullish for AMC as well. Bear in mind, guys, on Tuesday, or even perhaps last Friday going into Tuesday, we were sat at a price of $47. It may not look like we have increased by a lot, but we have broken above the $50 mark, and we have actually stayed above there towards the end of the week. And again, a lot of people said that $50 was something unobtainable for AMC, and this is just proving them wrong. All of the FUD that we have been seeing, when AMC dipped back to $29.99, people were saying this is it. When it rose up to about $39.99, people were saying that it's never going to hit 40 or 50, and actually it's broken past 40, it's broken past 50, and we are where we are today. So yeah, I think really we are in a strong position as apes and as people who are long on AMC, and it just makes me feel very positively when we look at this company. Now we'll have a look at what we are seeing out here on the technical charts. We'll start off on the 1 day and we'll move our way out. We can see on the 1 day, the moving average figure for AMC was sat at $50.68. It's above where we are right now because we had that sell-off towards the end of the day, but it doesn't really matter as, again, we are still above 50 and this is going to be lagging behind as you would expect. We are seeing a RSI figure of 37. That is quite low, to be honest, not too far from being oversold, but not really anything to worry about. It's not even too far away from neutral either. And we are seeing a bearish trend on the MACD because we had that drop at the end of the day. Again, the 1 day isn't necessarily too important to me or people who are willing to go more long term on AMC, and technicals don't even really matter too much. They just give us a guide of what we might expect going forwards for price action on AMC. On the past 5 days, we are seeing a moving average figure of 51.03. Again, this is lagging behind as you would expect. We're seeing an RSI figure down here of 35. Now that is coming quite low. Again, not really too worrying, but yes, we are only 15 points away from being oversold, so it is coming quite close, and we are seeing the MACD trend, which was actually quite bullish at the start of the week. It is coming bearish now, unfortunately, and we have crossed below that lines, and the line and the lines over here are crossing over to indicate a bearish trend. Now on the past month, things are still looking good. We are way above that moving average, again because we had a few very positive days for AMC. We are seeing very mixed messaging down here on the MACD, but it is in the green so far, which is good, and it is looking bullish on the 1 month, as you would expect, actually by quite a lot. And we are seeing the RSI figure at 65, which is 15 points towards overbought, but is definitely not overbought yet, in my opinion. I think we're very comfortable with where we are with AMC. So like I said, guys, technicals are useful to an extent. They do tell us kind of what we might expect going forwards, but AMC doesn't necessarily move off technicals, doesn't necessarily move off fundamentals. We are in a unique predicament here, so whilst this is fun to look at and interesting, I think what we are seeing here is a strong team of people who are still not giving up. We're seeing more and more things go in our way, in our favour for AMC, and again, we've seen all this volume on the dark pools, but guess what? AMC is still climbing, and it has been for the past month, so it's just making me feel more and more bullish. And again, with all those options in the money, who knows what could happen into the next week. I would definitely like to keep you guys updated, so make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I will see you all soon. Goodbye. Thank you for watching through till the end, but let me tell you about our Discord. So on your screen you will be seeing the N2S Finance Discord. Obviously it is split into multiple sections. Basically at the top we have updates from me and all that kind of good stuff. If you scroll down a bit further we have the main sections where we focus on cryptos, SPACs and other hot stocks including penny stocks, even stable growth stocks as well, and we even have a special AMC GME chat. If you scroll down you can see some research and DD from the community. We also have funny memes and you can see actual contributions from members down here. And again, if you do join us, it is completely free, link is down below. But if you do want to become a Patreon, you will actually get a pink sticker which will be displayed on your name. So your name will come up in pink as mine comes up in red down here, and that will show that you are a Patreon. But other than that, guys, you can join completely for free down below. You do not have to pay anything if you do not want to. Thank you for watching. See you soon.